What is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking specifically about what Ben Simmons you guys should look at and target to pick up in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So 2 hours have went by since packs came out. So, I mean, prices aren't necessarily going to be set in stone, but we're going to have a little bit of an idea of what the prices are for every specific Ben Simmons in MyTEAM and what you guys should be looking at. Now, here's what you need to start with. Okay, I'm going to just explain things from top to bottom in case you missed the Worth It video. This anniversary Ben Simmons and this glitch Ben Simmons are basically the same. The glitch is going to have a better 3-ball. Just his release is only going to be on quick. This Ben Simmons release on very quick, lower 3-ball. Other than that, cards are basically similar. Now, you guys might be asking, what is the difference in the invincible Bens? Because we already had an invincible Ben, and then we get another invincible Ben Simmons on top of that. So, what are the differences in the cards? Well, one Ben Simmons, the older Ben Simmons, so this Ben Simmons right here, has the Kobe size of escape. The new Ben Simmons, this one has the Trey size up escape. So it's really preference, whatever you prefer. One has the Donovan Mitchell size up as well. This one's going to give you more of an overall card, whereas I personally like the Kobe size up escape. So with that, it's really more preference based. I'd just, get the cheaper invincible Ben unless you really are a dribble head. Now, with that being said, is there any situation in which I'd get the invincible Ben when the fan favorites as well as the other Ben Simmons, the Mystic Ben Simmons, are basically the same? Probably not, and we'll get on to that in the video. Endgame Ben obviously is another level, and we'll talk about that. So let's start off with the Ben Simmons Dark Matter that is the cheapest. That's what we're going to dive into first. So Ben Simmons Dark Matter for the cheapest. Okay, so look at it. 15,000 MT for the Flash Glitch Ben Simmons. I'm going to say it, if nobody else wants to, this card is an absolute steal. And if I was you guys, what I would look at doing is trying to find this type of Ben Simmons with extra Hall of Famers, because some people probably have been stashing this Ben. For example, this Ben is worth it, right? For basically the same price, you get those 2 extra Hall of Famers, which can help you guys out. So, 12,000 for the Flash Glitch Ben, I personally think is an absolute steal. Now, what I would say is this Ben Simmons right here is overall, as I've thought about things, initially I wasn't sure, I like this Ben Simmons more now. I'm not going to get this snipe, but, if you can snipe him for 10,000 MT, that's really what you want to look at. Now, obviously, he's a little bit more MT. Both of those have sold, but for about 20,000 MT, yo, what? Why is Ben Simmons so much? This Ben Simmons, for, again, he's going to settle, maybe 20,000 MT, 15,000 MT, I personally believe is the overall better option. Because, look, guys, I get his 3-ball isn't quite as high. But outside of that, he does everything else on the court just that little bit better. Again, sniping is probably very good today. Has more total badges. And the only downside to him is that 3-ball, which if you have a coach's shoe, it's going to be where it needs to be. So, I'm a little bit higher on the MyTEAM Anniversary Ben compared to the Flash Glitch Ben. But, I get it. If you want to, the higher 3-ball, it's just that release on quick instead of very quick. It's really, I got to say it's really preference based, but whatever you prefer. I'm taking probably the MyTEAM Anniversary Ben over Flash Glitch Ben as I've gotten to it. So those are in a category of their own. The next category we're going to talk about is the fan favorites and Mystic Ben Simmons, okay? Let's start with the fan favorites Ben Simmons right here for you guys. So, price-wise of fan favorites Ben Simmons is not bad. And here's the problem about the MyTEAM Anniversary Ben Simmons. Why would you get the MyTEAM Anniversary Ben Simmons for, let's say, 20,000 MT when the fan favorites Ben Simmons is hardly any more expensive? And you guys can say I'm gassing it. He's 31,000 MT. He's got an 88 3-ball. He's got 15 more Hall of Fame badges. This is the Ben Simmons that if I'm really balling on a budget that I'm looking at picking up. It is. He's got his release on very quick. If you want to, for some reason, put him at that shooting guard position, you can. Because I've said it before, Ben Simmons needs a secondary ball handler. So if you want to put him at that shooting guard position, you can. You don't have to apply any badges to him unless you really want to, give him slippery off ball, whatever else. He is going to be one of the most complete Ben Simmonses in general. Now let's compare him. I just said it. We're going to compare this Ben Simmons to the Mystic Ben Simmons, because the Mystic Ben Simmons does have a few more Hall of Famers, but I mean, outside of that, stat-wise, they are pretty similar in general. So I wouldn't be doing my job unless I really did compare these two cards. So let's look up Mystic Ben Simmons and see what the prices of Mystic Ben Simmons is right now. And again, I'm going to look up the cards on 2K database as we dive into this. He's about 10,000 MT more for those 5 extra Hall of Famers. Now, when I look them up, okay, we're going to talk about the fan favorites Ben compared to the Mystic Ben Simmons right here. And I mean, look, badge-wise, again, it's 5 Hall of Fame badges. Stat-wise, there's not much different. Plus 8 3-ball does matter. That's what the Mystic has. The Mystic has a 96 3-ball, whereas the fan favorites only has an 88. Animations are literally the exact same. Badge-wise, I mean, Blinders, Limitless to Hall of Fame, Lucky 7 to Hall of Fame. There is a little bit of a difference, but is it worth 10,000 MT? I'll let you be the judge. It really depends if you are no money spent or if you're just trying to get Ben Simmons. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm going to say this and a lot of people are going to disagree. The difference between the fan favorites Ben Simmons and the Mystic Ben Simmons is basically the difference between the Mystic Ben Simmons and the Invincible Ben Simmons. Now, I know a lot of people are not going to like that, me saying that. But I mean, look, the difference between this Ben Simmons right here and the Ben Simmons I'm about to show you is legitimately hardly anything. And I'm not saying this as a way of saying, okay, there's no circumstance to get Invincible Ben, but I'm kind of am saying that. I mean, there is no situation in which you should get either of these Invincible Ben Simmons. There's just not. I personally believe, unless you really want the Kobe size-up escape, then you can go with this, first, the one I have, Ben Simmons. But there's no reason to get this Ben Simmons. This Ben Simmons and the fan favorites and the Mystic Ben Simmons are all basically the same. In my opinion, I do think the fan favorites might be the best budget option, but the Mystic Ben Simmons is the Ben Simmons that is the best of everything, right? He's better than the fan favorites. He's only 10,000 MT more. You can get this card for 40,000 MT, so basically everybody can afford it at this stage of my team. And he's literally a point guard that can compete at all levels, right? Not everybody can afford, the end game Ben. Not everybody can afford the end game Giannis. Not everybody can afford all those end game cards. Pick up this Ben Simmons, and trust me when I say he's basically an invincible card that is literally him in my team. So now we're through that, okay? So what is there to know so far? Mystic Ben Simmons, fan favorites Ben's. Those are probably the Ben Simmonses that I'm highest on. My team anniversary Ben is okay. Do not get the Invincible Ben in any circumstance unless you really want to run this Ben Simmons at the small forward position. Last, but certainly not least, we've got to talk about the endgame Ben Simmons. Now, I'm going to say it. The endgame Ben Simmons is the best Ben Simmons, okay? If you guys didn't know that now, or if you didn't know that before, you know it now. With that being said, is he worth over 1 million MT? Short answer, no. If you're on next gen, Luka Doncic is still going to be better than him. If you're on current gen, Michael Jordan is still going to be better than him. Could he be that second point guard on both gens? I guess, yes. I mean, he does have set shot 25. I did release a gameplay of Ben Simmons if you do want to go check that out. Set shot 25 is good. Is it worth that much MT? No. Is the end game Ben, this is the way you got to think about it. Is the end game Ben Simmons 20 times better than this card right here? And your answer is no. He is not 20 times better than the Mystic Ben Simmons. He's just not. And I don't care who you are, he's just not. The one thing is, I get it, set shot 25 base over the Ben Simmons base. I can't argue that, right? I simply put cannot argue that. But outside of that, I'm just not thinking he's really worth it. Now, yes, they do got different dribble sigs, and that is something you guys do need to take into consideration. For the endgame Ben Simmons, you're looking at the Curry size up, whereas this Ben Simmons has the Trey size up, which most people honestly do prefer. One has the Mystic Ben does have the normal leaner, whereas the other Ben Simmons does have the Trey leaner. Just slight differences, but I'm just saying, guys, there's no reason, in my opinion, unless you guys really want the best team in the game, to get endgame Ben Simmons. There's definitely no reason to get either of the Invincible Ben Simmonses. Both the Mystic and fan favorites Ben Simmons you can make the case for. My team anniversary Ben you can make the case for. And if you really are balling on a budget, that's where the Flash Glitch Ben Simmons does come in handy. that's gonna wrap it up for my video on which Ben Simmons should you guys pick up today in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.